The next thing I wanted to go over was weights, and this kind of ties into the next point I had, which was the gym. I've gone to the gym before and used a lot of weights and done those things, and I actually have some weights at home now that I use on a consistent basis. And one thing for cycling you want to keep in mind is that we're not going for super heavy lifting. We're going for lighter but with higher reps. So you're just you're kind of doing a lot of exercises with the lower weights. And this is helpful because it just kind of maintains those muscles and keeps them having the ability to have some endurance and really the repetition, in mountain biking, whether it's the legs going through the pedaling, that's such a repetitive motion, or the arms and the upper body when you're on a descent, and you're just getting kind of, I don't know, you're going down a trail and kind of getting beat around a little bit. We build those muscles and it's more of a repetitive motion. So with the weights, that's kind of the same idea, is to maintain the body. So that would be my suggestion. And also, if you end up doing kind of the heavier low reps, you're just going to build some muscle mass. And I know it sounds funny, because most people are going for that muscle mass, but really, as cyclists, we want to kind of keep ourselves toned and relatively lightweight, because the more weight we're pulling around on the bike, the harder it is to go uphill. So it's something to keep in mind. A little muscle mass isn't bad, but we don't want to be bodybuilders, because you're not gonna get anywhere on the climbs. So but those are the basic points that I've got for doing some sort of cross training in the wintertime when there's not as much mountain biking to be had. So I think, all of those, just getting out there when it's wet, doing some night riding, riding the dreaded trainer, or running, cross-country skiing, or, just doing some sort of weights will help to kind of keep you in shape and ready for when the mountain biking season rolls around, and it won't be such a shocker for you. So anyways, that's pretty much my ideas on that stuff. Okay, so today's featured trail is Porcupine Rim, and that's in Moab, Utah. It's one of the mountain biking meccas of the United States. I've been to Moab many times in the past. I really, really like the place. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of slick rock riding. Has some sand and hard packed trails, and it's a beautiful area. If you've never been, it's definitely worth seeing. There's Arches National Park right there, and Canyonlands, and the La Salle Mountains are right outside of Moab. And if you're there in the spring, fall, or winter, there's usually some snow on the peaks outside of Moab, and you've got the Moab rocks there. It's just a very scenic place. And the town of Moab's a lot of fun too. There's some cool places to eat and drink and hang out. So, and some great bike shops there as well. So if you are planning a trip, you can there's many places to rent mountain bikes. If you don't want to ship or drive with your mountain bike, there's places to rent mountain bikes that they'll rent you really nice bikes if you want. So something to keep in mind for the area. So today, I just wanted to go over this Porcupine Rim Trail. It's a trail that I've ridden many times in the past. I actually spent, I believe it was a couple weeks in Moab, doing some training and such when I was mountain bike racing. Buddy and I spent some time there and met up with some other riders, and got to spend a lot of time riding the trails and training hard. We were actually on a big road trip across the country, doing various different mountain bike races, and this was a place that we stayed for quite a while because it was good weather, and it was just great riding. So I usually recommend going there in the spring or fall. The winters can be a bit cold, and the summers can be pretty hot, so spring and fall is your best bet. And that actually leads into, I've also spent many spring breaks there while I was in college, and had a lot of good times just camping out and hanging out with friends and riding all day. Nothing better than just riding all day, making a campfire and dinner and hanging out and remembering the good stories of the trail for that day. And then, hey, getting up and doing it all over again the next day. It was a good time. So, but anyways,